Hello, y'all. Welcome to Jackalope Tales, Urban Legends in Music, where we uncover, is it real or is it a jackalope tale? I'm your host, Charles Mooney.
And I'm Lisa Umbarger. And Charles and I are original members of the Toadies. And now we're doing some podcasting and whatnot.
Yeah.
The whatnot's the best part of it.
The whatnot's fun.
Man.
Yeah, we're getting pretty consistent on this. A lot of whatnot. But yeah, we're kind of talking about a popular band.
Yeah.
And how they can really kind of be jerks.
Yeah. Yeah. So I knew of one story that happened to me personally.
Yeah.
And then I saw that the same thing happened to Al Jourgansen.
Yes.
And I was like, well, shoot, this seems like a problem that more than two people are having. So we did some investigating, and it turns out they're kind of serial criminals.
Serial green room invaders.
Bandits.
Yeah, bandits is a good word.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about Metallica.
Yeah. We're calling the episode Meatallica.
Yeah.
So, because they love green room food.
Yes, they do.
And beer.
And taking it. And we're going to talk about it.
God, yes. And I mean, we did do some green room stuff, in fact, but we were the opposite of Metallica.
Right.
When we did our green room fun.
So when we were playing the early days, you didn't get a rider. So you didn't get deli trays, and you would get maybe a pitcher of beer or a couple of drink tickets to get some.
Oh, yeah. You were excited about tickets or just something.
And sometimes you would get pizza if the place had food.
Right.
But rarely would you get food or anything.
Yeah.
So we thought it would be really funny. So when we had extra money, which was hardly ever, but when we had extra money, we would put homemade deli trays in the green rooms.
Yeah. And not for just us.
Yes.
We would set them up for the other band.
Right.
And
we had a little phrase for it.
Oh, yes. It brings back memories.
What was it?
Piggly Wiggly. We do the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah. So when we brought the deli trays, you got Piggly Wigglied,
Yeah.
which was for people who don't live in the South, there is a grocery store chain called Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
And which, what the fuck?
I know. God.
Do they still exist?
I think there might be one in the whole South of the United States, but not
no
many.
one likes that name.
No, but it was, I'd love a Piggly Wiggly shirt where it's like the pig, because it was the face of a pig.
Right.
Yeah.
And you go in there and you buy his brother and fry it up with some eggs.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, we really did some work to get the trays together.
Right. So it was mostly Charles and myself. We would Piggly Wiggly the bands when they were on stage. So then when they came off stage, they would have a loaf of Wonder Bread or cheap store bread,
whatever we could afford,
white bread, some mustard packages that we stole from fast food place, and some various meats and cheeses, and
and then of course I kind of carried on a tradition my mom did when I was a little kid, because she put little notes in my lunches.
Yep.
And I would put on a little card, have a great show.
Yes.
Or break a leg. Ha ha.
And then you've been Piggly Wiggly.
Exactly. Now, and I mean, we really did some decent deli trays for the bands we like.
It was way before charcuterie boards.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what we should have called it. Well, I don't even think that existed. That word did not exist.
No, I'd never heard that term until I was in my 40s.
Right. So I think everyone should start calling it Piggly Wigglied.
Yeah.
So like when you show up with your little cutting boards, hey, everybody, I'm Piggly Wiggling for Christmas. Right?
Right. It's like you have been Piggly Wigglied.
Yes.
It was perfect. But the bands we didn't like, we'd kind of get them some stinky cheese
and olive loaf.
Oh God, yes. Oh, there was
and
just
prunes. Prunes. There you go. It's for your butt.
Oh yeah, but still have a nice little note on there. Right. Have a great show.
Right.
I know it was always nice to have that little happy part of it, but it's like, don't you know they were like, what the hell
it's all
is
in
this?
Good fun.
Oh, of course.
Deep Blue something got a lot of prunes for us.
Yes. And I wasn't sad about that. Oh, but yeah, so we're going to delve into Metallica.
Yep.
Oh, do you want me to go first on this one?
Yeah, go first.
Okay. Well, it seems like Metallica just likes to make themselves at home anywhere they want to go.
Well, they're the fucking kings of metal, basically, right? But yeah, they do.
But does that mean that you can just walk into someone's green room and start drinking their beer and eating their food? I don't think it does.
Everyone pretty much fucking knows this.
Yeah.
That you don't go and jack with people's stuff.
Yeah. I mean, when we go to shows, it's not like we just expect to be able to walk into the back and just do what we want to do.
Oh, I do. But fuck you.
God, that's where you always go. I'm always alone for the show.
and I come out with like a handful of grapes and a beer.
Right. Damn you. Oh, but in this instance, you kind of brought this to light for me because we love Ministry.
Yep.
Al Jourgansen. Oh, the lead
Although
singer.
I love him, he's a little nutty.
Oh my God. Yeah. We've seen him live a couple times.
Yep.
Amazing shows. You've even seen them recently.
Yep.
But you would think Metallica would think through what green room they're going into before they do. Because would you want to fuck with Al Jourgansen?
No, especially knowing that he's had some challenges.
Yes, many a challenge. He almost reminds me of like he's the Hunter Thompson of music, because he probably anyone can walk up to him with anything and be like, here, take this, and he'd do it.
Right. He's basically enacting Fear and Loathing in his life.
Oh, constantly. I know. And it's there have been challenges health wise for him, but in this instance, Ministry was playing a show at the Ritz. And so there's a point during the Ministry show when they start playing great song Stigmata.
Yes.
And there's a break in the middle of the song where it's actually just kind of instrumental. So Al performs the vocals up to a certain point. And in this instance, same thing. Singing, gets to that moment, and he slams the mic down. He's kind of done his part for the few. And he says he likes to go down to his green room and just get a little drink of something and just kind of have some alone time and chill before he goes back up and does the rest of the show.
Rest the vocal cords.
Yeah, exactly. And so with the Ritz, I guess there's some, have you ever played at the Ritz?
Are you suffering from high-quality podcasts? You see, quality podcasts stimulate parts of your brain, leading to an irksome condition called thinking. But suffer no more, my friend. Introducing Discount Storytime's blend of fictional nonsense and rancid gibberish to provide soothing relief. Try Discount Storytime today. Available on most podcast catchers and at discountstorytime.com.
Consult your healthcare provider before listening to Discount Storytime. Not intended to treat unicyclitis, pickleball liver, or jittering expectations.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, supposedly there's some stairs you have to wind down and all this stuff. I guess some green rooms aren't right at the stage.
Which Ritz is it? What city?
I think it was in Los Angeles where it was.
No, I don't think we did.
Okay. Well, And in this instance, he's going down the stairs. He's going to the room to get a drink. And he sees some guys drinking beer and kind of making themselves comfortable and having some snacks from the deli and veggie trays.
What?
So his Piggly Wiggly's getting invaded. So so he gets to the dressing room, and like he says, 3 wankers with mullets are drinking his beer. And I love his description of that. But he asks the mullet guys, how did you get down here? And they said, we're Metallica. And they turn away from him.
Oh, fuck.
Now, always when I've seen pictures of Al Jourgansen, he's always had that black kind of cowboyish hat on, glasses. I don't think I would recognize him without that on. I don't know, because I've never just seen his straight out face. It's always been with the glasses and the hat.
The mustache and goatee, I think, would give him away for me.
Yeah, that's a signature of his, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're right.
Maybe they didn't recognize him. But anyway, they pull out that attitude of we're Metallica. So you shouldn't be asking any questions of us. And even turn away from him in his own green room. And it's like, what the hell? So they turn away from him and he's like, okay, this is my dressing room. Why are you still here? Scram-Tallica. And it's like, holy hell, that's a cool word. That's our new word now. And so they tell Al to fuck off.
In his own room.
In his own green room, eating his deli and veggie trays and drinking his beer.
No.
And I mean, this is a guy who, I mean, could be methed up PCP.
So, I'm just going to say, in a fight Al against all of Metallica.
Oh,
my money's on Al.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy, because he's got weird tactics of fighting, I'm sure. But so he's like in the mindset of no one tells me to fuck off in my own green room and starts messing up my moment to just have a drink in between while the song's going on. Well, Al, of course, he always seems to go with doing something out of the norm whenever he has a moment like this. So what Al does is he grabs the deli tray and the veggie tray, and then he, according to him, he looks at these arrogant fuckers and grabs a handful of carrots and celery and rolled ham. He's got it in his hand. He drops his pants and proceeds to shove all of the veggies and meats into his asshole. Now,
yes,
I kind of am in the view of I could maybe get a carrot in me.
So I'm hoping that it just means that he's like hacking it in the crack.
I hope.
Like, you pack that all in the crack
but I mean, he even said he looked like a peacock after this stuff is all crammed into his ass. He had like this 12-inch plume of deli tray food and vegetables coming out of his ass. That isn't enough for Al.
So let's just take a step back. Stigmata's playing in the background really loud too.
Yes.
Like muffled stigmata's playing. And Al is shoving deli things up his ass in front of Metallica.
He's distracted.
God dang it. I want to be a fly on the wall and watch this.
Well, and not only does he stuff all this stuff up his ass, but then he proceeds to turn around with his ass at them and starts charging at them. So he's charging at him backwards with carrots and celery and meats and ham just coming right at him. And he calls this process the flying ham sandwich.
Oh my God.
And that's when you shove food up your ass and charge at someone. So
It's like he's done it before.
I know there's a word for it. So,
all right.
So please don't ever do the
flying
ham sandwich at any of our gatherings.
My God. So if anyone wants to know how to get rid of Metallica, now you know.
Yeah. And he did say that they freaked the hell out. I mean,
good.
It scared all
James is running down the hallway screaming like a little girl.
Yes, he said James was freaked out. And of course, Lars. I mean, he's probably cowering in a corner.
Yep.
Yeah. So they got freaked the hell out and left the green room. So Al accomplished what he wanted to do.
Oh.
And now I know this is a Metallica episode.
Right.
But there was one other green room moment I read about Al. So if I could add a little.
Please do add the ministry.
Because no one is safe from Al is what I'm figuring on this.
No, the man wears a flak jacket on stage, okay? He's
Yeah. This one was when Ministry was playing on Lollapalooza.
Oh, God, that was so good.
Oh, you got to see that?
Yeah, that was really good. There were way too many drugs happening that day. You could tell.
Oh, God. Well,
and outside of
this could have been one of those drug moments. I guess Ice Cube also performed at Lollapalooza. Yeah. Well, while Ministry is on stage, Ice Cube starts drinking Al's beer. So we got another little green room shenanigans going on here where there's some green room theft going on.
It happens more times than people know.
Yeah. Well, Ministry finishes the show and gets off stage, and there's Ice Cube drinking Al's beer. And Ice Cube starts to complain and bitch about the flavor of the beer.
Oh, he wanted a different kind of beer?
Yeah. But he keeps drinking it.
Yeah.
So it's like now Al's pissed because he's drinking his beer and he's bitching about it.
Right. So, you don't like Corona? Ice Cube?
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know what kind of beer was it.
They didn't say what beer it was. I'd be very curious what it was.
What kind of beer would Ministry, if you were Al Jourgansen?
Oh, man.
It's not Coors Light.
No.
It's not Bud Light.
I mean, could it be Lone Star?
You know what?
I could almost.
I bet you he could have some
that.
Or Pabst Blue Ribbon. He's drinking some Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I bet you're.
That's why Ice Cube hated it.
Oh yeah, because I mean,
fuck that guy.
Oh,
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Well, and Al got pissed off, so he proceeds to strip naked, and then he goes.
Al or Ice Cube?
Al does.
Okay.
Nope. Ice Cube's keeping his clothes on. But Al strips naked and he runs over to Ice Cube and starts rubbing his pink oboe on him.
He P-Diddy'd him.
Yeah. He did. I mean,
oh no.
Rubbing your dick on Ice Cube.
On Ice Cube. I mean, okay. Okay. So in a fight between Metallica and Al, I'm picking Al.
Yeah.
Ice Cube and Al. That's a pretty even. I mean,
that's going to be at least a 3-rounder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one is a must see.
I know.
Yeah.
They're going to have different tactics.
Okay. All right. What happened?
Now, well, he said he freaked Ice Cube the hell out. Ice Cube was getting pissed about having Al's dick rubbed on him. And then Al was suddenly concerned because Ice Cube has a bodyguard.
Yeah.
And Al sees the bodyguard.
And then rubs his dick on the bodyguard?
No.
Oh, okay, damn.
I wish. No. He didn't have to because the bodyguard was laughing his ass off. And because Al's thinking, I'm about to be killed by this bodyguard. But he sees him laughing his ass off while Ice Cube is pissed. And he said it just made it like perfect for the whole situation.
Way to go, Al.
I know.
Man.
Look at him. So, but I love the way he showed Metallica. You just don't come in and fuck with anyone's green room.
Right.
Oh,
But they have a history of doing this.
they didn't seem to learn their lesson.
No. And this is what happened with us.
Oh, see, this is coming personal.
Yeah. So we played in the early 90s, we played a show opening up for Ugly Kid Joe. Don't give me grief about this.
Okay.
We were taking what we could get. Right, we get what we could. And it was in an had a like a Six Flags type place.
Okay.
So a big,
I'm
amusement
really having to
park.
hold back. Yeah.
So it was an amusement park. It was during the day, all ages show.
Yeah.
Toadies opening up for Ugly Kid Joe.
Okay.
We went on and did our little show.
Yeah.
And we were promised that after the show we could go ride roller coasters and stuff. So we were like,
oh, hell yeah.
So it was going to be a good day.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Good day. So we get off stage. And everyone was mentioning, they're like, Metallica's here. And we're like, fuck, cool.
Yeah.
We're not huge Metallica fans, but we thought we'd chat with them. That might be kind of cool.
Was this like Black Album era?
I don't even fucking know because I don't.
Yeah. You didn't
not a
really.
Metallica fan.
Yeah.
So probably.
Yeah, maybe so.
I don't even know the history of Metallica except Master of Puppets.
I just throw that out to sound like I know.
Yeah,
shit.
it was.
The Black Album.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And so they were. I guess they're friends with Ugly Kid Joe.
Okay.
So they were hanging out.
Okay. Yeah.
With them, and we go to our green room, and all of our beer is gone, and our fucking deli tray, the deli and meat tray, is all eaten except for like some cantaloupe and bruised grapes.
Oh,
all that's fucking left. It looks like some fucking goats went through there, ate everything, and we had like a lot of food.
Oh God,
that was gonna be what
y'all were gonna live it up.
Yeah, because we were poor, and that was our food that we were gonna eat that day. So we were gonna make some sandwiches and go ride some roller coasters.
Yeah,
which is the perfect churn for puking.
Yes, it really is.
So,
you didn't think go roller coasters and then eat,
right?
But I guess y'all were hungry.
No. And I mean, because we lose the green room out, we're gonna eat all of our food, take the beer, put it in the van.
Okay.
But all of our even our waters were gone. There was nothing to drink.
Holy hell!
So no waters, no beer, no nothing. And so we go outside. There's a security guard that's placed outside the green rooms.
Yeah.
Because ours was right next to Ugly Kid Joe's.
Okay.
And we're like, what the fuck happened? Like, all of our food is gone. And he was like, oh, well, no one's been in here but Metallica.
Oh.
And we're like, what? And he's like, man, I'm sorry. I thought they were your friends.
Oh, no.
And he's like, yeah, they came out with beers and stuff. And we're like, come look, they ate all of our shit and drank all of our beer.
Oh.
And the security guard was like, I am so sorry. So he walked off, and because we were mad.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, let me go talk to the production guy and see if I can get you some park food or some little tickets so you can get some corn dogs and funnel cakes or something.
But shit.
And we're like, but beer. And
I know.
He's like, I probably can't do anything about that, but we'll get you some drink tickets and some corn dogs and stuff.
Okay.
And we're like, all right.
Yeah,
like,
you're still pissed.
And so we're like, he walked off and we're like, fuck. So we went into Ugly Kid Joe's room.
Yeah.
And we took all of their deli tray.
Metallica didn't even go in.
No,
didn't
eat Ugly Kid Joe and their beer. And so we're like, fuck this, man. And we took all of their shit and we put it with all of our stuff. And we had our tech take everything to the car.
Oh, this was a massive Piggly Wiggly.
Yes. We Piggly Wigglied ourselves.
Yeah.
And then by the guy came back and he had, a bunch of tickets for us. He's like, this should take care of it. You guys are all right.
Okay.
Right. And we're like, okay. And he did bring some like popcorn and stuff. So we kind of sat in our room and we were drinking those beers we stole. And we could hear a melee out in the hall after a while. And we're like, what the fuck? And we opened up the door and looked. And Ugly Kid Joe guys are pissed off because all their shit's gone.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And the security guard's like, fuck, man. Man, I'm so sorry. The only people who have been in these rooms are Metallica.
And perfect timing. He didn't see y'all go in there.
No.
Yeah.
And he's like, they took all of the Toadies stuff. So I'm guessing they took all of your shit too.
Oh, fuck.
And so the tour manager for Ugly Kid Joe's getting really pissed off.
Yeah.
And
damn Metallica.
And the Metallica guys walk up and he's like, what the fuck, man? You guys steal all the food of the rider? And they're like, well, you know, we made some sandwiches and stuff. So he's talking about our rider.
Right.
Not Ugly Kid Joe's.
Because they think.
And they walk in and they were like, what'd you do with the beers? And they're like, well, we have some in our backpack and whatever. So Lars opens up a backpack.
Yeah.
And there's some beers in there, which are our beers. Our fucking beers. And there's a sandwich sitting up top. And Mark is giggling. Rez is giggling.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the fuck? And he's like, before we left, I made a sandwich and put it in that Metallica backpack. And we're like, what? And he was like,
no shit.
He was like, I just put a sandwich in there. So he like slapped some ham and stuff and on some white bread and like stuck it in the top of the. He was hoping that it would rot in there or whatever.
Oh god!
But he shoved a sandwich in there, but it basically just incriminated Lars.
That couldn't have worked out better.
So he had beer, our beer,
god.
And part of their deli
sandwich. Oh god!
Yes.
Good job, Mark.
So too,
man.
So that was our shit. But Ugly Kid Joe was pissed at Metallica.
Oh god, yeah.
Not us. And then we got food. We got our little vouchers and went and ate funnel cakes and roller coasters.
Funnel cakes and corn dogs.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Which is even better than deli tray, I think.
Oh, it can be. Yeah, it's more substantial.
Dogs,
yeah. Oh, that was the best Piggly Wiggly ever for y'all, man.
But yeah, so that, you know, I always knew that happened to us, and I just thought it was because Metallica walked around like they own the place, and they did. So they just thought they could go into anyone's green room and take their shit.
Yeah. And
evidently they didn't just do it to us. They didn't just do it to Al. They do it all the time.
That attitude.
And the weird thing is, you know, whenever they do interviews or whatever, they're like, we're vegan. And then they go and eat everyone's meat.
And that's what?
What the fuck, dudes?
That's
why it's called Meatallica.
That's incriminating right there. Fake vegan.
They just don't buy meat. They eat everyone else's meat. Oh, that sounds kind of dirty.
Oh, yeah.
Metallica eating your meat.
I know. They're probably like, we're going to go to this show tonight. Don't eat before we go. Yes. It's like, we want to have appetite.
Right.
It's like they really sabotage.
Let's see how much ham we can shove in our cheeks.
That's when you wish they had some fucking olive loaf.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
right.
And fruit cake.
Yeah.
Oh God, that would serve them right. I know.
Fruit cake. I would probably like it though. I think Metallica likes fruit cake.
Oh God.
I'm going to go on record to say that. Metallica likes fruit cake.
Buy them a fruit cake.
But they hate cantaloupe apparently.
Oh, and bruised grapes.
Yeah, they ate
or unless they bruised them.
No, they ate all the good grapes and left the shit ones. What they did,
the ones that are like brown at the top, and
little mushy.
Oh God, yeah,
fuckers.
No, I leave those out.
That's making me hungry for grapes now, man.
I know. Grapes. We need to go to the grocery store and just eat some while we're there. Yeah.
Just like walk around like Metallica. Like, what are you doing? I'm Metallica.
That's right.
I'm Metallica in your grocery store right now.
Yeah, I'm trying these grapes before we buy them. Yeah. I save some money that way. Wonder if we could do that with the deli meat. But they do like usually give you like a free slice to try it. Make it a big chunk.
Yeah. I didn't know they gave you free slices.
Well, they'll be like, yeah, you'll be like, let me try it first. And
let me eat your meat before I buy it.
Real thin like.
Huh.
So
I'm gonna go to the HEB and have some smoked turkey today.
Oh, and it's always great to go Saturdays and Sundays.
Right.
Because then they're out there, giving samples. God, we don't need to eat ever again.
Right.
We'll just
I went
go
there the other day and they had pie.
What?
Yes, they were trying to give pie away. And I'm like,
did you take one?
No, but I thought about it. It was key lime pie.
Oh.
And I walked around with it for a minute because. So, do you ever feel guilty when you get a sample and you feel like you have to buy it now? Because you take a sample. Do you do that? You can't just eat a sample and leave.
I've never felt that guilty about
so
it.
I always feel like if I eat a sample, that I have to like pretend or I have to buy it, or I walk around like I'm gonna buy it. So I had a pie walking around HEB, and I was like, I'm not gonna eat a key lime pie by myself.
Oh,
it was like a whole fucking pie.
Oh God, yeah.
And I had a coupon on top of it because anyway. So I was like walking around with this pie, and then I was like, and I just like set it on a shelf.
Oh, I was thinking you should have gone around offering it like a piece of pie,
pie sample.
Yeah.
Next time I'm gonna do that.
See,
but
share the wealth.
I did not buy the pie.
Oh,
but I like it when they have liquor. Samples.
Yeah, some of the liquor stores.
And
you're trying to go multiple times.
Right, you just like keep walking by. I'm not sure if I like that.
Yeah.
But have you ever like it? And it's also fun to pretend like you actually know a lot about wine.
Oh yeah.
And so you like swish it around in your mouth.
Yeah.
And then spit it in their little trash can beside them because you're not supposed to drink it.
No, you're right.
That's a fine bouquet.
And they're going to be like, damn, she's elegant.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's got a nutty note, nutty top note, and walk off with a bottle after you just spit in there.
That's a good technique.
I like to spit wine.
I'd be impressed.
So,
I mean, I'd be confused, but impressed.
You know what else is confusing?
Oh,
that note on the...
Oh, the note. Oh, the kazoo note.
Kazoo note.
Yeah. It sets the mood. It's like swishing a fine wine in your mouth and then spitting it out.
Right. Yeah. And then going 1 star.
Yeah. That would be good. Just announce a 1 star.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would be great. Yes. I'm going to do that next time.
And then you're not obligated to buy.
Yeah.
Because it's like 1 star.
This is bad.
1 star.
I just swallowed it, but it was bad. So this is the Lone Star Salute, where we talk about 1-star reviews of all things music.
Oh yeah, anything music wise. It could be bands, albums, stuff, projects they've done, and someone just happened to give it a 1 star and we kind of found it humorous. So yeah. And today I've got one for a Ministry album.
Ooh, there's a bad review of a Ministry album.
Well, I love The Land of Rape and Honey.
Yes.
I love Psalm 69.
Yeah.
But then it kind of started getting a little weak. Okay. I don't know. But those 2 albums, damn.
Yeah, they're good.
Now, are you a fan of the first one?
Yes, with Sympathy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I heard Al doesn't like that one anymore.
He actually started playing some of the songs again.
What?
Not on this last tour that I saw, but he burned all the masters.
What?
But that's how I actually got into Ministry. I saw Effigy, the video for Effigy on MTV, and I really liked New Wave. And I saw that and was like, who is this? This is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I bought that album that day, the day that I heard it. I loved it.
No way.
And I listened to that tape non-fucking stop.
Wow.
And I loved it. And then the next thing that came out is Over the Shoulder.
Yeah.
Every Day is Halloween. So it got harder. I was like, what the fuck? So the 12-inch came out.
Yeah.
I was like, this is way different. And I was like, okay, I'll get on this bus.
Right.
It was along for the ride. And then they're like completely different.
Oh my
And I was
God,
like, okay, I like both. I like both ministries. I'm good.
Yeah. Because I went from Land of Rape and Honey and then I listened to their first one and it was like, what the hell?
Yeah, like this isn't Ministry.
Yeah.
But it had that weird album cover with the hand with black fingernails and a rose.
Yeah.
So cheesy.
Oh, it was.
The album is cheesy.
Yeah, but you like it.
I fucking loved it. I love the cheesiness of it.
Played the shit out of it.
But Effigy was like, I got time for watching. I fucking love that.
Yeah.
I got time for what you feel. He's using a fake English accent, which I thought they were British.
Sure.
I loved it.
Oh,
because it
wow.
felt, even though it was like really cheesy and had keyboards and stuff, it was like, angsty.
Oh, see, well,
Little did I know they were going to get crazy.
God, I mean,
anyway.
Oh, holy hell. Well, this one is a review from Album of the Year. It's a website. And the album's called Hopium for the Masses. And this is this year's album. It just came out, I guess, in 2024.
I don't have this album, so.
No, I haven't even listened to it. Ministry releases their new album in 2024. And while it carries some good instrumentation, it shows Ministry's biggest flaw in full HD. That being the horribly written lyrics, which are political again, but with no potency. They're very blunt and super corny at parts. They do not know how to write political lyrics or make a statement. The writing is just so bad it's unbelievable, and it's so in your face that it's hard to ignore. A super tacky, corny, and annoying effort. I don't know.
I think that could be said for any Ministry album. And you know what?
Yeah.
I don't care. I like it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I read that and I think, all right, yeah, Ministry, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go and I'm going to have my face blown off at their show.
Oh, see, so. I know. And that's cool. You got to see, oh my God. And when they did, I mean, Lard and all that.
Oh my God.
Oh
yeah, the Revolting Cocks.
Yes, all those side projects they had.
Yeah.
So I have total respect for him.
Palehead too? What were all those?
Oh,
remember Palehead?
Yes.
Did he have his hand in that too? But Lard was insane.
Oh God, that one was fucking nuts.
Man, Wax Trax back then was just
they were like all over Chicago and just doing so many projects.
Do you follow Wax Trax on Facebook?
No.
You should, because they post a bunch of old stuff and it's great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're really fun. Whoever's doing their Facebook page is doing a great job.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll check it out. You all should check it out. So, all right. What do you have?
I have Ugly Kid Joe, and Patrick Stott is reviewing As Ugly as They Want to Be.
Oh, okay.
Right. And Patrick says, what a difference a year can make. If this had been released in 1990 instead of 1991, the band would have had full poodle perms, spandex, and would have worshipped the altar of Crew, like as in Motley Crue.
Motley Crue, gotcha.
Instead, in a post-Nirvana world, the glitter was replaced by grunge, deliberate dirting down of their image. Plaid and greasy hair were the order of the day. This is dumb suburban rock through and through. It's got all the overused cliches of the time and funky bits, slap bass, and a white boy trying to rap and ending up sounding like a wannabe. This is essentially an expanded single built around the slacker anthem, Everything About You. And unfortunately, the 3 songs before it are so mediocre, they're annoying. It is difficult to want the songs to be finished. It is difficult to want the songs to be finished so you can get to the prize. Madman deliberately courted controversy by referring to a gunman loose in Disneyland. Ooh.
Oh,
an amusement park.
Wow.
I wonder
Here
if
we
that
go.
was, yes.
Yeah.
Disney's reputation for running down anyone misappropriating their name and reputation was well known at the time. And playing on that theory that any publicity is good publicity, it didn't work.
Oh, wow.
Because Disney didn't even notice.
Oh, yeah.
Everything About You is a dumb song aimed at dumb teens and other older listeners who should know better in a self-centered world where hating things and people is cool. The tune is quite memorable, though, and the dumb lyrics are fun and easy to sing along with. It made a welcome change to the grunge misery, which was starting to gain momentum at the time. And even if it sounded like a Warrant reject.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Ugly Kid Joe went on to record some albums after this and stretched whatever tiny piece of luck they had with Everything About You. this band might have been fondly remembered if they'd call it a day after this.
Oh.
But they didn't, and they aren't.
Oh, God.
This guy was wordy and didn't like it.
Man, they really did seem to come and go pretty quick.
They were a flash in a pan.
They really were. That's the truth.
Maybe it's because Metallica ate their meat.
It
It totally
and they were
unraveled
never
them.
the same.
They were never the
Yep.
same after Metallica ate their meat.
Oh, God.
And Mark planted the sandwich in Lars'
yeah,
backpack.
see, it shows the importance of the deli and veggie tray. You gotta Piggly Wigglies can be good.
Yeah. I mean, you got to appreciate the Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah.
But, speaking of Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, man, it does make me wiggle.
It's happy ending. Where did the happy ending?
Oh.
Now we want sandwiches.
I know. Oh, my God. Some
Done a
deli
sandwich.
meat.
Oh, man.
There is never anything wrong with a
Some
sandwich.
sandwiches.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
But
Oh.
speaking of meat,
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you the story about Metallica. Al can tell you the story about Metallica.
Yeah. He shared that.
But you know, unless you really experience Metallica for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
just wait to do that and see
Yeah.
if I think that during the holidays, put out a deli tray
Yeah.
and see what happens. Like anytime Metallica's in town,
Right.
everyone just put deli trays out and witness for yourself and see what happens with your fucking meat.
It's like Santa and cookies.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Put some meat out for Metallica.
oh my God.
I mean, I can share about my deli rape all day.
Yeah.
And but until
Ah.
until Metallica takes your meat,
Yeah. And just be ready to do the flying ham sandwich.
right?
Shove it all up your ass and go
We
at it.
never thought of that. And if I had I wouldn't do it. I was gonna say if I'd heard about it, maybe I would do it. No.
No, you drew the line.
Rez would have done it.
Oh God.
In fact, I think he probably does it now.
maybe he
just for
doesn't
fun.
know it. He never knew he was doing
was
the
like,
flying ham sandwich.
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah, I just thought it was fun to
I was like,
shove up things up my ass and chase people backwards.
you call it the Piggly Wiggly.
Yes. Oh.
Anyway, so
yeah.
I think everyone should taunt Metallica with
Yeah.
deli meats.
Oh God.
So
Throw
if you-
some deli meats
If you
up
go to
on
their show,
stage.
you can get those little bags of meat,
Oh, cheap. Yeah.
cheap bags of meat. The Walmart
Oh.
finest choice meats. Just hammer
Make it some
Metallica with
thick
meats.
bologna where it can really slap you like a rubber
Oh, the kind that's
hose.
wrapped in the red plastic around the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get some meat from Metallica.
Yes. Just chunk it and watch the show.
Yeah, don't trust Al. Don't trust me.
Yeah.
Trust yourself.
Mhm.
And see what happens is they like jump on that bag of meat in the middle of their show. Like,
Oh God. Yes.
right.
It's like a great zombie movie. They're gonna go after that meat. Oh.
Oh, man. Thanks for listening, everyone. Check out the show notes and also check out all of the great stuff we're posting on social media.
Yes, definitely. Like, subscribe, rate, leave us a review. Apple Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcasts, YouTube. God, we're everywhere.
We're everywhere.
We try to be.
So much.
We spread ourselves out.
Ugh. You're spreading.
But we've even got merch now, so you could wear Jackalope apparel.
And tag us when you do wear it.
Yes, and if you buy your dog the bandana, God, I'd love some dog pictures
Yep,
with
lots of dog
Jackalope
pictures.
bandanas. That
Yep.
would be very cool.
Even cats and gerbils. Wearing a bandana.
the
think that would
extra
be good.
smalls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah, that would be good. So, yeah, share all that stuff. We'll see what happens with it.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you so
We
much.
appreciate you. And join us next time as we question, is it real or is it a jackalope tale?
Yeah. Got to lock up those deli trays.
One of my friends said he's going to buy a dog bandana and wear it like a loincloth.
Oh shit! Yeah, maybe we should put
Loincloth?
bandana / loincloth. Yeah, it's worth a thought.
I like it.
Yeah. Ah.